What if I told you I haven't been to the barbershop in almost 2 months? Would you believe me? Yeah, you probably would believe me because, of course, my cut is not perfect, but I did do it myself. And if you're amateur looking to, up your game, up your grooming, this video might be beneficial for you, so stay tuned. What's going on? This is the 411. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you the 411 on fashion by means of grooming. If it's your first time here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you're a return viewer, thank you for coming back. I do appreciate your love and support. Leave your love and support by hitting that like button as well, and drop something in the comments. So in this video, we're going to be going over how to groom, how to cut your own hair. In today's world, we never know when we're going to get back into a lockdown, and there might be an occasion where you may have to cut your own hair, whether that be a business meeting, an interview, a date, some kind of occasion, an event. In this video, I pretty much show you my tips on how I cut my hair. Pretty much what I do on a weekly basis is give myself a skin fade. I'm getting better each time I do it. I'll show you the tools that I use as well. And hopefully you guys could, take one or two things from this video and use it in your everyday life and kind of help yourself feel confident. There's nothing like when you get that fresh cut, when you jump up out of that barber chair, your confidence goes from a 6 to a 10. Now I can't guarantee you a 10, but I can guarantee you won't be beasting, wolfing, or looking like Wolverine. And you're gonna be able to feel confident when you look yourself in the mirror. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys find this video entertaining and informative. Okay, so here's a quick look at the tools that I've been using. This is a liner I got from Amazon, fairly cheap, $35. It is wireless, which is pretty cool. Has a display to show you the battery life. Comes with a 1, 2, and a 3 guard. This one gets dull fairly quickly, but overall it's a decent purchase. I got this from Walmart. This is a Conair trimmer. It does have the lever on there. You could open and close it. Fairly cool, but the problem is it's fairly dull. Comes with a lot of different guards as well, but this one really isn't great to use as far as cutting. Okay, so this is the Philips Series 7000 trimmer. Comes with your open and close here, but instead it's a knob feature. This also is very ergonomic. The design on this one is very comfortable to hold in your hand. You have your turbo, your power button there. You can get this one wet, which is a good feature. It makes it easier to clean. I've used this once so far in my previous cut, so this will be my second time using it. Overall, a really, really good trimmer. I would definitely recommend this one. I'm going to start by doing a quick cleanup. Going to get rid of the sideburns. This being a skin fade or taper fade, I don't need any additional hair there. It's really important to have some kind of blueprint or foundation when you're giving yourself a taper fade or a skin fade. For me, it's going to be the top midpoint of my ear. I don't want to go anywhere above that. So while I'm cleaning up and get rid of all this excess hair, I'm going to make sure I don't go past that point. You're going to want to try to create a straight line. For me, it's a straight line from the top midpoint of my ear to my eyebrow. I want a nice, crisp, straight line going forwards, and that helps me with my blending and transitioning after that. Once you do this on your right side or your left side, you're going to move over to the next side once you are content. So since I already have the trimmer out, I'm going to go ahead and just clean up any excess hairs I may have underneath my neck. I'm going to go ahead and also get my mustache done as well. Now the mustache is a very integral part of your cut because it's going to make everything symmetrical. You don't want to mess this up. I'm going to say take off as little as possible, especially in this step. Okay, so now that the facial hair is looking kind of nice, the next step is for me to put on that 2 guard. I'm going to keep this closed. Got that 2 guard on, and I'm going to see if I could actually attack that line. I'm going to hit the line and above to create a nice little transition. Having different levels in your fade is really important, so I'm going to attack the line and create some transition right up above that line as well. So I'm flicking right now. I'm doing a flicking motion right now. Try the next side. Okay, so got as much out of this 2 guard as I could. The line is still there. The line is still there. This side of my haircut's differently from the other side, so. Okay, so with this, you wanna be overly cautious because now you don't have any guards. It's just the blade on your scalp at this point. So the goal here is to knock that hard line out even more and create more of a blend-in effect with the rest of my hair. Cutting your own hair for the first couple of times is almost like performing surgery on yourself. Like it's that important of a deal because a man's hair is means a lot to him. So you don't want to mess it up. If you mess it up for the next week or two, you are going to be a victim to whatever monster or atrocity you created by trying to cut your own hair. So again, proceed with caution. Again, let's keep working on that line. So I haven't shown you guys the line yet. So it was very pronounced. It's actually fading a bit. 2 guard back on. So with this part of the cut, I'm really just trying to debulk the top, try to get everything nice and leveled. I'm using the 2 guard as I mentioned, and the blade is fully opened. I don't have a mirror, but you want to get a mirror if you could do the back of your hair. I have my tablet, and I'll just kind of hold it back there to kind of see what needs to be taken off more or less. Now this part of the cut is optional. You could opt to have somebody line up the back for you. I usually get my girl to do it for me. Or you can do what I'm doing. Try to fade the back yourself. What you want to do actually is put your back to the large mirror and actually hold the small mirror in your hand. That way you get a bigger canvas to work with. You get a bigger mirror to view when you're cutting the back of your hair. So at this point, I'm pretty content with the cut. I'm liking what I see. I'm gonna go ahead and just tackle my beard here, just get some of the hair cut down, and that's gonna wrap it up for my cut. Okay, so this is 3 days after the haircut. On day 3, you realize that any of those little imperfections that you had, it's very hard to see them now with the hair stubble grown in place, covering up some of those imperfections. From day 3 onwards, it's gonna look really good, especially if it was your first time doing it. When the hair grows in, your fade looks a little bit more smoother, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here, especially on my left side here. I had a bit of a line there that I couldn't really get rid of. Day 1 was very noticeable. Day 2, not so much. Day 3, you can't really tell as much. This side looks pretty good. This side was more complete than the other side. I was able to get this closer to perfection. This method will help save you some money and make you look fresher for a little bit longer as well. You know, anything to save some money, especially with inflation and everything going up. You want to try to see where you could cut back. And cutting your own hair as a man, usually it's about anywhere between $30 to $40 every 2 weeks. Now you could probably go a month, maybe 2 months, cutting your own hair, and that should save you a pretty penny once the year is over. So again, there's some benefits in cutting your own hair. Knowing how to groom yourself is beneficial. I know we're out of lockdowns right now. This would have been a better video if I'd uploaded this maybe about a year or 2 years ago, but better late than never, right? So that's gonna be the video. Let me know what you guys think. Is it okay? Do I look fresh? I know Valentine's Day is coming up, so we'll touch this up again, probably Saturday. Just take a little bit off again, just bald fade that side there. So on Valentine's Day, I'm looking oh so fresh. I'm making a cologne video, guys. Top 5 colognes for Valentine's Day. So if you're interested, knowing what to wear on Valentine's Day, stay tuned for that. Fellas, this is gonna help you out. It's gonna have your girl so close to your neck. But without going into all of that, thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate the love and support I've been getting. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. What if I told you I haven't been to the barbershop in almost 2 months? Would you believe me? Well, you probably would believe me because my haircut isn't perfect, and that's because I did it myself. Now, in this video, we're gonna show you some grooming tips and how to enhance your grooming. So stay tuned on some amateur tips and tricks that you could probably use if you're like me and you're trying to stay fresh. Stay tuned.
That was good. That was perfect, baby.
Okay, hold on, I have to record the introduction part.